Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dwight here at Retro Crypto YouTube channel. I've got an exciting video today. I have a different style video today. I shorted Bitcoin. So let's go at it. But before we get started, make sure you hit the like button. And while you're at it, subscribe. That way you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay? And if you ever get interested in supporting the channel, there's a membership link. And, become a member. Help support the channel. Help me grow. All right. So well, why did I short Bitcoin? That's probably what you're thinking. Dwight, you say don't short and long the market because you'll lose your butt, your ass. You're right, I do. You will. You definitely will if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not careful, if you don't know how to use stop losses, if you don't know how to take your profits. Yeah, it's very easy to lose. I've lost anyway, I don't know, but somewhere between $15 and $2,000 over the course of the last 4 years. But I've done very well. But then I started gambling and playing and not sticking to a plan. So what I did was I used Kucoin to short the market today. Why? Because I know for a fact Bitcoin's pulling back, and I'm usually right when I make these predictions. So why not make some money on it, right? So right now I used $400 and I shorted the market. And I'll show you how this all works in Kucoin. If you're interested in using Kucoin, I have an affiliate link, and you help support the channel, help me grow, help me get a better camera, some better lighting. I can't stand the lighting I use, but I feel like the channel should support itself. You know what I mean? But all right. So before we get into how I shorted it, I want to go to why I shorted it. And for starters, let's go over here. We've been tracking Bitcoin for a while. And from this chart's been going, I don't know, it's like early June, and you can see how we had a massive sell-off. We found support down here. We broke through the resistance, and then we've been bouncing around in this range right here between 25,914 and 23,392. We've been bouncing around there for a while, and currently you can see that we're on a slight downtrend. Okay, now we're going to jump forward to the next page. All right, now on this page here, we're going to start with the daily chart for Bitcoin, and you're going to see that Bitcoin is actually looking decent on a daily chart, but it's starting the 20-day moving average this angle has come down just a bit, and it might start running parallel with the 100 days. Hard to say if it's going to be able to cross it or not. But when the 20-day crosses 50-day here, that was considered bullish. All right. Now we look at the 4-hour chart, which is based on a much tighter time frame spectrum. Let's get this open so you can see it. All right, you'll see that the 20-day has crossed under the 50-day, which is a very bearish sign. It's not the end of the world, but is it bearish? Oh, heck yeah. And then the fear and greed down here, we're definitely moving into the fearful side of things. Now we jump forward to the next chart. Now this is the VRVP chart here, the volume profiler. You're going to see that we're on the bottom side of the Bollinger Band, which means that Bitcoin is currently oversold. And down here, the RSI is negative. So they're in agreement with each other that Bitcoin is definitely oversold. RSI is saying it, and Bollinger Bands are saying it. So then we jump forward here to the market cipher chart, and we're going to start with the daily chart and work our way backwards, okay, time frame wise. Now, the daily chart on Bitcoin is how you have a a bullish continuation here, and then you see the downtrend kicking in on the daily chart. The daily chart also fired off a sell signal right here. Okay. Now, if you look at the Cipher B chart, you'll see that the momentum is on a downward angle. The volume is down. Now, there is some green in here, so there is positive cash flow into the overall crypto market. The RSI down here is indicating neutral. All right. So now, which I want to double check that because it shouldn't be. All right. But yeah, and then you have the volume, which is yellow, and that's definitely down for Bitcoin right now. So what we'll do is we'll jump forward to the 4-hour chart, and now the 4-hour chart has then we're just going to look at this. We'll look back at the 15th. You had a short signal and a bearish continuation on the 15th, then a sell signal on the 16th, and a bearish continuation on the 17th today. The RSI is down as the way it should have been on the other chart. I don't know why it came up. Oh, that was a daily chart. That's why. RSI has Bitcoin as being oversold. Look at the momentum. The momentum is way down. You have a sell signal here. The volume does not look good at all. And there's negative cash flow. Okay. Now, there is a possibility that this may cross over to a little green dot here, but we'll have to wait and see. I think that there's more downward potential here than upward currently. So then what we'll do is we'll take a look up here, and you see that sells. Well, yeah, we covered that already. So we're going to jump to the 2-hour chart. On a market cipher chart. 2-hour chart actually has a blood diamond. This is an extreme sell signal. Now, the 2-hour chart is not as always as extreme as you would think, as you can see this one right here. But this one right here was a pretty heavy dip. This one here dipped all the way down to 20,717 back in July, around July. Well, it triggered on July 24th, but the bottom ended up being July 26th. I'm thinking that this downward momentum is going to be much stronger than this one. But as I'm looking over here, I see Bitcoin's up 16%, but I'm not panicking. And I'm going to show you why. I limited my loss. And when you're doing this, there's a degree of gambling, and you have to accept it. Now, the 2-hour chart does have a long signal firing off right here, but the RSI is starting to wick around. And we go down to the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart has manipulation in the market, and the volume is starting to pick up ever so slightly. Cash flow is negative in the overall market, and you have an unconfirmed sell signal right here. This one, I mean buy. This one was confirmed as a buy, but this one is not confirmed plus yet. And I don't really want to go too much lower than that. Well, let's go 30 minutes lower. Screw it, we're already there. And 30 minutes doesn't say too much differently to me. Now, when I look at the Bitcoin on the exponential moving averages, I see Bitcoin bouncing around on top of these ribbons here, and they're breaking through it on a daily chart. So this right here, when it's above it with support, is bullish. Right now it's showing bearish tendencies and is wicking pretty deep into these ribbons. So if we look at the 4-hour chart, you'll see that we are beneath these ribbons, which is a bearish indicator without a doubt. All right. Now, we go to the 2-hour charts. You'll see that this is a very bearish indicator for Bitcoin. You got a little green wick, but it don't mean nothing. It's way beneath those charts. And then a 1-hour chart, same thing. So right now, definitely showing me a bearish Bitcoin. All right, so we're going to jump forward. I feel like I'm missing one of my favorite charts here. Let's see. We covered this one, this one, this one, this one. All right, that's extra. Okay, now, what I did here was I charted. So I took all that information. I came to the conclusion, yeah, Bitcoin's going bearish. All right, so what I did was I said to myself, all right, let's establish the supports for Bitcoin. So what I did was I established the weak supports and the strong supports. So right now we're sitting right here at roughly 23,330. All right. And then I established the next support level, which would be down here around 22,682. Then another support level down here. This one's not as strong. It's a little weak. Let me clarify that. That's a little bit better right there at 22,257. This one's a little weak too, 24,745. Another weak one at 21,282, and then 20,718 down here at the bottom. So basically what I have is like a ladder stepping down, stairwell stepping down, and I can track it and trace it as it goes downward. Now you'll see that it's in a within its pattern here. It's just bouncing around, and it's definitely on a downtrend, and it's remaining on a downtrend. I forgot the name for terminology for when it starts to come towards an arrow. It doesn't matter. It's a downtrend, plain and simple, guys. Now, all right, so, and then you remember this right here, the 24,399. This line right there, I drew right here with that little green wick there shot up, okay? So I said to myself, you know what? It's time to do a change. It's time for me to try something new. There's money out there to be made. You just got to be smart and stick to the plan, Dwight. So I said, I'm going to go to Kucoin. Why did I choose Kucoin? Kucoin stops me from getting in over my head. So you'll get on other sites and you'll see they'll do like 20Xs. You know what I mean? So I think they offer more than that, which is crazy. It's so easy to get liquidated, all right? So right now I'm using Kucoin futures. If you do choose to experiment, remember, I'm just an ordinary guy out there on the internet. I am not a financial advisor. It's essentially you do your own research, all right? This is very risky, guys, all right? Okay, so like at the beginning of the video, I was down like $6. Now I'm up. You know what I mean? $1.35. It is what it is. All right. So this is how it works if you choose to use Kucoin, guys. Right here, you put the price in, 23,321. That's for the current price that Bitcoin is. All right. The next step, you want to say the amount of Bitcoin you want to trade, which in my case, it was 0.067. All right, which would be equivalent of 1,562 and 50 cent USDT. Okay. Now I did it on a Forex to limit my exposure because it can be very the higher you go, the easier it is to get liquidated. And I don't want to get liquidated. Now, right down here is your liquidation. So, in theory, if Bitcoin was to take off right now, and I didn't put a stop loss in, which is right here, and it hit $29,000, 34, I will lose everything. So I will be out of $400, basically. That's what I put in. And that's why stop loss is so important. Kucoin right here is a TP/SL. You gotta use a stop loss, guys. Now right now I'll lose 12% with my current stop loss, and I'm okay with that. 12% of $400 is like going gambling or playing a lotto or whatever. We all have our different. We all have our different levels of acceptance of loss. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with that. All right, so let's jump down here real quick. So I did have a take profit at 17,491. Now that is my final take profit. Well, I'll just take everything out, stop playing, Dwight. But prior to that, I plan on taking nibbles from it. But we'll let that happen. Well, because I want to do a series with this, so we'll play around with it because I'm going to be learning a little bit. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. Like right now, it says close position. If you go to market, and then you can say how much you want to close. All right. So once I start going to profit, I'm going to start closing to get my initial investment back. All right. Now it's the stop. Now the stop loss. I put my stop loss at 24,000. Now we jump back over here. 24,399. That's the point where it found a decent resistance point, and I don't want to pass. I don't want to risk losing my money, so I put my stop loss in at 24,000. Okay. We'll jump back over here. All right. And yeah, and it's really that easy to do it. Now, like I said, I use Kucoin. There's a ton different ways to use it. If you want to give Kucoin a try, I have a link on here. Like I said, this series is just me. I'm not really playing right now. I'm actually taking it seriously. And you're going to see more videos on this. Now, if you're a Hexican, I'm still a Hexican. I'm just bored. And I'd rather play this than bet on football. What can I say? No shame to my game. But yeah, let's see if I'm victorious with this trade or if I'm a complete failure. But I got a funny feeling. I've learned a lot. And to a degree, I know what I'm doing. But remember, I'm just an ordinary guy out there on the internet. I have no clue. Well, actually, I do have a clue. I'm an ordinary guy out there on the internet with a passion for cryptocurrency. But it's essential that you do your own research. All right, do not just jump into taking long and short trades because you can lose your butt fast, so fast. All right, now when I do this, I know I'm going to lose some of my current followers because Hexicans are very sensitive with stuff. But hey, it's my channel. I want to do what I want. So if you like this video, if it at least caught your interest, please hit that like button and subscribe. Help a brother out. All right, and for you guys who watch all the time, become a member. What's up? I got a video coming tomorrow. So, there's a membership tag down there. Become a member. All right. And if you're interested in Kucoin, I got a link in there for you, affiliate link, help my channel grow. And I guess that's a wrap. All right, guys. Peace out.